Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning, and I'm the master taster of Whisky.com. And today I start a series of 3 different Macallan single malt whiskies. And the first one, which I will cover today, is the Macallan 1876 Replica bottle, 40.6 ABV. What's a replica bottle? Well, you take a bottle, an old bottle, an original old bottle, open it, get a probe, and taste this old whiskey. Run it through a gas phase chromatographic machine and have a panel sniffing and tasting this whiskey. And when you're sure how this whiskey tastes, and the aromas you are aware of, then you take new casks or recently filled casks, the last 1 or 2 decades, and recreate this old one with the material from today. So this one was created after 2 original bottles from the year 1876. And not only was the content recreated in this bottle, also the bottle itself was recreated. Unfortunately, I lost the card box and I lost the paper in it, and I lost the new labels here. So this original label does not contain all the regulatory delusions modern politicians would like to have on the labels. So they had to add a second label here telling about ABV and content and whatever. And on the back side there had been another label telling you not to drink too much and. Yes. So, and this is all you've found more than a century ago on the Macallan bottles. And here, established 1824. Yes, 1824 was the year where the distilleries could become legal, where licenses were sold by the crown, and a lot of distillers made their peace with the government and said, well, we buy a license and we pay taxes, and now we're becoming legal. So this is 1824, the establishment of the Macallan distillery. Superb Speyside malt Scotch whisky, 1876. So they were in the 52nd year of production. Bonded and bottled by James Stewart and Co. James Stewart and Co. were the former proprietors of Macallan, and they owned it from 1868 until 1892. There had been more replica bottles on the market. I do not remember all, but there has been a series of 4.5 liter bottles where they tried to reproduce the taste of the 20s, the 30s, the 40s and the 50s of the 20th century. And on these card boxes and labels were machinery of those days, like planes and railway and ships and so on. So this one is from the Victorian ages, and the leaflet shows how the middle class society started to establish, becoming wealthy, and was able to buy whiskey. This bottle isn't that cheap. It's in 2014. It's more than 200 euros, 200 pounds, $250, something like this. And I think the production is over, and the shelves will clean quite soon. So if you would like to have a look back in the centuries at Macallan, have this one. And the bottle has air bubbles in the glass, and the glass isn't clear, it's dark brown. Oh, yeah, recycling glass is always brown, so the beer bottles are brown. Yeah. That's it. Let's have a sip. This is from my personal collection, and it's quite a few years open now, and not very much in the bottle left. Macallan does not color it with its whiskey, so this is original color, and it's light amber, golden. So perhaps there are not too many sherry casks in this bottling, no? Even if there's only 40.6% ABV, it's quite strong, so you feel that the distillery character is quite smooth below this, and there's a lot of fruitiness in it. Vanilla, toffee, and a hint of cinnamon, and oakiness is developing. And there shall be a very light smoke. I'm not quite sure. No. Perhaps yes. 2 or 3 ppm, not more. Just an imagination of smoke. Fruits. Spiciness. Now you feel the difference between the light alcohol and the intense character of the spirit. Macallan has very small stills, which bring a lot of aromas over in the final product. And these aromas are oils, fusel oils, no, and just the more heavy oils. And this brings a complex and full aroma, but I'm missing the today typical Oloroso sherry casks. I think this is more ex-bourbon, a little oakiness. When I should say how old it is, it's not too old. 12 years, 14 years, maximum 15 years, not older. Fruity and warm finish, no bitterness. It's very interesting how you could recreate a whiskey from the old times with the new ones. And this is only possible at Macallan, where you have all or most of your casks tested and classified, and where there are records of these casks in your computer. So you can not look after, but you can look after your cask in the computer and say, I would like to have the cask out there, warehouse 17, rec 3, level 5. Well, replica bottles are expensive, but they give you a clue how the whiskey was then in former times. And I have to say, it's very interesting to taste such a whiskey, but the modern ones are more rewarding from my personal point of view. And the next days I will have 2 other Macallans from today. Thank you for watching Whisky.com. Stay tuned, there's more to come, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up.